I am so sorry. I don't mean to cut anybody off, but I don't know if anybody knew that Miss Saitamaguru is in the house.
Yes, I just
Miss
saw
Christina, how you
her.
All
doing?
right, let's pull
Hi,
her up.
I'm sorry, guys. I
Christina.
just saw that. I'm sorry, United.
Christina,
I
I
just
sent you
sent
an
you an
invite.
invitation.
You're more than welcome to come up and hang out with us. All right, there she is. United we stand. Hold on one second. How are you, Miss Guru?
Hi everybody, how y'all doing?
We're
Hi,
doing good.
Christina.
How are you?
I'm okay. I wanted to come on here. This has absolutely nothing to do with Sata Mask or anything that has anything to do with my husband or the dev. But I'm gonna get on here and say, like, I will not tolerate be called a cunt and a whore one more time.
I know.
Like
And
that is absolutely ridiculous. And if anybody in this community supports that guy, I will block you and delete you and report you immediately. That is absolutely unacceptable behavior, and no women from anybody should ever be treated like that. And I don't care
so
if the guy is making 700 different accounts. Like, I will call him out every single time. And I'm not trying to call out people who are being negative, but I will call out that kind of um talking to women like that. That is just disgusting. Nobody deserves that.
yeah, Miss Guru, when it happened the first time, I got him in a space and I told him what I thought and how it was completely wrong. Okay. And you know what? He apologized, but I didn't take him for what his word was because I knew the type of person he was just by listening to him. And I'm very sad at this community that they actually give him the time of day and let him and they go in there and they think it's entertaining to listen to him spew his hate and negativity and everything else. Listen to what she's saying, you
Well,
guys.
the thing that
This is a
really
mother.
sucks is that it comes from women too.
You're
And
right.
if
You're
you're going
right.
to be one of those kind of women who cannot vibrate higher with another woman, then you seriously got a problem. Like, if you're out here causing issues for other women, I mean, why are you out here trying to say that you're supporting other women and women owned businesses and women in crypto, but then you're also going to get out here the next day and talk shit? Like, I'm
You're
sorry, but I am
you're
not. I am
100%.
not one of those kind of girls. I'm not that kind of woman, like, and I am my own person. I don't speak for anybody. I don't speak for my husband. I don't speak on behalf of anybody in this community but myself.
Right. And you know what? Me and Jonathan were talking because I saw Jonathan tweet it out, and it instantly hit me hard because I have a sister, I have a mom, I have a grandma, an aunt, and no person should ever talk to a woman like that, regardless of who they
And there's
are.
a people get on here and they like to talk shit and say, "Oh, my husband never gets on here and he never gets on Twitter Space and he never does this and that." Y'all have no idea how hard my husband works. I'm the only one who really sees truly what he's doing. And it's like, I know that people are out here and they're upset and they're disappointed and this and that and the other thing, but this guy works nonstop. He hardly sleeps. Like, people really need to know that. And stuff happens and things don't go the way of everybody wants in the community, but that doesn't mean that he's working any less.
And we don't take it for that. We've been actually telling people just to be patient. It's out of our hands. It's out of Russ's hands and the dev's hands. What happened and
It
how we
really
are attacked.
truly is.
We understand that, and that's the message we are portraying to the community. Just to be patient, okay? We've been patient long enough. The more you push this, we know what they made, and we back the project 100% because we know where we're going. The roadmap they've given us is something truly remarkable. It's revolutionary. That's why I'm so passionate. That's why I'm up here every night donating time to this community with Crypto Alert and Empress and Tony and Woofy because I believe what your husband and what the devs have made for us. Okay. Because I know it's going to change my life along with everybody else's life in this room. Okay. I'm
Okay.
100% in back of you and Russ. And I told Russ that the other night that we got his back when I could hear him with his voice being depleted because of what happened and how it didn't come out exactly right. I told him, we have your back. Don't worry about anything. If it takes a week to get out, that's fine. If it takes 2 weeks to get out, that's fine. Get it under control, and we know what's going to happen after it gets out. We're going to be right back on our feet, and we're going to be pumping. I am not worried one bit, because I believe in what Russ and the devs and the mods and everybody else behind them have done, and I appreciate all the work and time they have put in, and I appreciate the time that you have that's been taken away from you and your family, because I know what it's like to be in a family of a business owner that's starting from the ground up, because I never saw my dad probably morning till night, and but he was for the good of the family. It was for the good of the family, and eventually, it paid off. So
Well, thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate that. And we're just simple human beings, just like everybody else in the community, but also there people don't know us personally. So like, this isn't our first rodeo running a business. We have owned a business before. We've been married for 10 years. My husband has a bachelor's degree in business management. Like, the guy knows what he's doing, okay?
yeah,
And
and that's why
I
we
just
support
wanted to
him.
get on here and vent and put that out there. Like, I will never be one of those kind of women who will enable or tolerate a man from, any way, shape, or form disrespecting a woman like that. I will not stand for that.
And I'm going to tell this room right now, if I see you guys chumming it up with Slim Bum or whatever the hell his name is, I'm not letting you guys in this room. I'll make sure you guys are blocked, and you won't be able to get in this Wolfpack room. If you think it's cool to go out in there and hang out with him and chum it up with him and do that, you're not true Wolfpack. And you're not even a true person, a human being, if you could tolerate the fact that what he's spewing and the hate that he's causing and the negativities he's talking. So, you know what?
Exactly.
Hold yourself to a higher standard. Okay. We're the 4% of the world that's in this crypto market. You guys should be holding yourself to a higher standard. So when the other 96% come in, they see the mark they have to hit. They see where how they have to act. Some of these people are acting like you guys are acting like high schoolers. It's immaturity.
Can I say something?
Yeah, Wolfie, go on.
Hey, this is Guru and everybody else sitting here. Hey, I just want to say, I just left a room, a space that was being hosted by an individual that also holds Saitama, and I was going at it with Slim. I mean, we were going at each other's throat, and I've dealt with a lot of people. I own my own business. I've been doing it for over 25 years, and I honestly, God, I have dealt with very few people who are as disrespectful and slimy and just miserable as this guy. I mean, I would not want to be living inside his own skin, because this guy is pitiful. And we were going at it, and all I can say is this: at the end of the day, either he's bipolar or he's just, I don't know. But I just don't see how he's ever going to change. And it upsets the hell out of me to see people that come into Saitama and claim to be Saitama supporters and Saitama holders, and then I see them hosting spaces, and they're giving this guy the mic to spew his garbage, his lies, his hate. And I've called out a lot of people on this, and some people find it entertaining. There's nothing entertaining about it. If you got people that go into a space and they're trying to convince others, lying to their faces, and when they're faced with the truth, they just divert it, and they come back and try to come back with the next crap they can try to pin on someone, even though they know it's fraud, it's a lie, and there's no, they will not apologize, and they will not back up from their lunacy. So I am starting to block people, and I'm going to be blocking a whole lot more people. And if you are not even a Wolfpack member, if you are a person with some dignity and you are allowing these people to speak, then you're no better than them. So that's all I want to say. And by the way, thank you for all the work you're doing. And I keep telling people every single day, be patient. But at the end of the day, there's only so much we can do.
Yes, and I'm not by any means trying to bring any attention to this guy. He's obviously a tool. He's talked crap like this before. He's obviously seeking attention from everybody. But the thing is, like, you just don't speak to women like that. The
I agree.
audacity of a man to speak to somebody else's wife like that is just like the lowest that you can go. It's disgusting to me, and I won't tolerate it.
And we won't
And
tolerate it. We won't tolerate it either. I promise you. We will not tolerate that for the sake of you and for the sake of other women in this space.
there's room at the table for everybody, and that's all that we're trying to do, is just trying to help people and change people's lives. And, my husband did it for us. He can do it all for you if you all just have a little faith. Take
And
a
be
take a
patient.
leap of faith. That's it.
Say
Absolutely.
Tom. Say Tom Wolf. Go on, bud.
What's up, Danny? How you doing?
Good man. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I feel like the community's been poisoned by Slim. There's a lot of people that are being super negative, and like it was framed as entertainment to begin with. That's how he lured people in, and just a lot of people now are still going there and they're listening to it and they're agreeing. And it is sad to see, like Wolfie said, but you know, like it's just a few days. And Danny, you said they're acting like high schoolers. I think it's worse. I think they're acting like it's a daycare center. And there's a lot of people even worse than that. There's a lot of people acting like degenerates. Like it's like a prison
You're
yard
right.
sometimes. Some of the things I've been seeing, like just it's definitely a letdown. But I know that the heart of the community is still there, and we're going to keep on pushing and moving forward.
Yeah. Thank you, Wolf.
Yeah,
Hey,
I want
Mrs.
to bring attention to everybody too that y'all have to keep in mind that my husband is not just working on Sadamask alone. He's working on 100 other different things at one time. They have a bunch of other projects that they're working on. Each single dev has their own team of people behind them that they delegate to do things for them. There's a whole team of people behind all this that are working on things in their department. You know what I mean? So, like, people
Absolutely.
can't just be coming for one of us or one or the other. Like it's out, some things are out of another person's hands, and there's not anything we could do about it. The devs work together as a team, and that's just how we do things.
We know.
Hey,
We know.
Mrs.
Yes,
Go
Mrs.
on,
Christina.
Guru,
Crypto. Go on, Crypto.
Mrs. Guru. I just want you to know the fact that in life there are so many minds, and the way the faces of people are different, so are the characters of people. And what truly defines a man is that man that have self-respect and respect for women. When a man seems see the needs to disrespect a woman, that is not a real man. That is just a coward living in the human skin. So we want you to understand the fact that in as much as there are low lives people that bring themselves this low to the extent to be very very disrespectful to women, um, we do not condone that, and we will never take part in that. And the true Wolfpack members will always stand for you, will always stand for your husband, will always fight the fights that your husband is fighting. We have always been and will continue to be. We just want you to understand the fact that the true Wolfpack members, we really love you, we care for you. We always try as much as possible to reach out, even when your husband is in spaces talking to us. The first message that we always convey to him is, how is your wife and your family doing? Because we know what it means, the sacrifices that you have to give, letting him to go to the places that he is going to, the things that he is doing, and all this taken away from family time, and just for this cause that he is fighting to ensure that a whole lot of people live to have this financial freedom, and the wealth that everybody is chasing. So please, we just want you to just always have it in mind that if there is one or two or this group of people that seem to bring themselves so low to do all this disrespectful stuff, that the rest of the Wolfpack member will always stand with you, and we will stand for you, and we will always defend your cause, and we truly love you, and we will continue to be this way as long as you are here with us. That is just what it is. We could care less what they're saying, because we know that a lot of people that are cowards, they just sit behind Twitter spaces and sit behind keyboards, and they say whatever they want to say, or write whatever they want to write. So please, on behalf of the Wolfpack members, we want to say we're sorry that you had to go through all this for our sake, and we just want you
Yes.
to continue to be who you are, and continue to be there for us, and continue to stand by your husband just like as you're doing, because they said behind the successful man there is always that strong woman, and we also want you to always be that strong woman that you've been, and also fight for us as you've always been. Thank you so much, and we truly appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Thank,
Thank you so much, Christina.
thank y'all. Have a good evening, everybody.
You
Christina,
too.
thank
Have a
you
good
so much.
evening.
We're so sorry, and we will make sure that anybody who supports him is not tolerated in this room or this community.
Peace.
Thanks so much, fam. Have a good night.
All right,
You
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 too.
too.
too. Have a good night.
Danny, I'm going to DM
Much
you
love.
because somebody that was in here recently talking about how much he loves the Wolfpack was just hosting that space that Wolfie was in. So there's a
So
lot of
let me
people.
know.
There's a lot of people that come in and say that they're friends that they're
Yeah,
not.
I know,
I
and
know I sure don't have to say anything about this.
we're gonna take care of it. So don't worry about it.
And I
All
want to say
right.
something. I want to say something, Danny, real quick. For any of you who see myself or Cider Prince or other people in some of these rooms with these characters, you have to understand that if we're there, is because somebody